It's time for a look back at our top stories of the week. A father is grieving the loss of his young daughter after a police chase this week ended in tragedy. 2 innocent teenage girls were killed after a car being chased crashed into them. Eleanor Tabone has more as the investigation continues and the alleged getaway driver faces serious charges.
2 families are grieving, their hearts torn apart. 2 lives lost before they could start. This Christmas, 2 households will sit silent as 2 families mourn the loss of 2 innocent teenage girls whose lives were taken before they could show the world who they could become.
She was a daddy's girl. She was with me every time I came in. We had fun together. If she needed to do something, Daddy, come on, let's go, so, I'm gonna miss my baby. I'm gonna miss her so much.
No parent ever plans for the day they have to say goodbye to their youngest child.
Couldn't ask for a better daughter.
Benjamin Smith Sr. has had that unimaginable grief thrust upon him.
We're taking it hard.
His 17-year-old daughter, Giselle Smith, and her friend, 17-year-old Samaj Morris, were killed after authorities say a shoplifting pursuit in Jefferson Parish ended in New Orleans on Wednesday. JPSO says around 7:30 p.m. deputies were called to Lakeside Mall after a group of women were caught stealing. The office says an off-duty deputy saw them fleeing, so notified on-duty deputies. JPSO says the pursuit lasted less than a minute after the getaway SUV crossed into Orleans Parish and the chase was called off.
They shoplifted. They didn't rob a bank. I don't see where a pursuit was even necessary.
JPSO says the SUV crashed into another vehicle on St. Bernard Avenue. Inside that vehicle were 2 of Benjamin's daughters, Giselle and her big sister, Paris.
She's doing okay. She's recovering well. She's moving around.
Paris survived the crash, but now Benjamin has to find the words to tell his daughter her sister is gone.
I have to hold myself back a lot. It's hurt. Excuse me. The loss of Giselle, it was close. She don't know yet. I don't want to tell her until she's capable.
His voice filling with pride when he speaks about Giselle.
She was very active academically. She was an honor roll student at West Jeff. She was in the band. She was on the female football team. So she was in the basketball team.
Giselle lost her mother 5 months ago to cancer.
It was hard to bring her back from that. And she was just now beginning to get back to things.
Days after an accident that injured one daughter and killed another, Benjamin stands as the grieving patriarch of his family, a father wishing he could tell his baby girl one more time how much he loved her.
Daddy loved his baby girl. I love all my daughters, but Giselle, yes, I love you, baby. Just rest in peace.
Eleanor Tabone, WWL, Louisiana.
The iconic Cafe du Monde in the French Quarter is back open today, serving its famous coffee and beignets after having to abruptly close Friday because of structural concerns. Amelia Strahan has a look at what forced the closure and reaction from tourists.
Important part of New Orleans, it's a real old custom.
For Christopher Reed and his girlfriend Vienna, stopping at Cafe du Monde is a tradition.
Anytime I come to New Orleans, I have to have coffee and beignets there.
But on Friday, the couple and droves of other visitors left disappointed.
I knew it was this was a special spot to try them, so I wanted to come here specifically.
The historic beignet spot was evacuated as crews worked to fix a support beam issue in the attic. The cafe's president, Jay Rollman, says they've been planning to repair the beam for a while now. But on Friday morning, the ceiling started to sag.
We are in an old building, as everybody knows, and there are a lot of roof timbers up in the attic, and one of the support beams has had an issue. It's split.
While crews worked to fix the problem, New Orleans Fire Department cleared the building and shut down part of Decatur Street. New Orleans Fire Chief Roman Nelson says there are gas and electrical lines connected to the beams, and they closed the block to eliminate any fire risk. According to Roman, crews will be working in the attic overnight, and he hopes to be serving customers by Saturday.
There's always disappointment. You look in their eyes, and it's something they've been looking forward to. But, everybody understands things happen, and especially in an old building like this. So, they're very understanding.
Now, Christopher and Vienna say they're not too disappointed. After all, they had their fill of the New Orleans deep-fried staple just 2 days ago.
And the quality was absolutely as good as I ever remember.
But they say they'll be back tomorrow morning for seconds.
If they're closed, well, we can come back.
In the French Quarter, Amelia Strahan, WWL, Louisiana.